What's the funniest way you got caught lying to your parents? I'm 17. Last weekend, I told my parents I was going over to my buddy Marcus's place for a group study session since we had our APUS history exam coming up. In reality, yeah, no. I went to a party at Jenna's house where the only thing I studied was how many beers my body could handle before gravity claimed me. Spoiler, the answer was 4. 4, exactly. On the 5th, I learned how the floor feels when it smacks you in the face. Around midnight, I decide it's time to head home. I'm driving, and all of a sudden, I see those dreaded flashing red and blue lights behind me. My stomach drops into my shoes. I'm so panicked that instead of hitting my blinker, I accidentally flip on my windshield wipers. On a bone-dry night, they're just squeaking back and forth like the car is having a breakdown. Officer Ramirez walks up to my window, shining a flashlight in while my wipers are still flailing. "Evening, son. Having some car trouble?" I blurt out the first thing that comes to mind. "No, sir. My car is just very clean. I like clean windshields." He raises an eyebrow. "Son, do you know why I pulled you over?" Because I was being too safe? You were driving 15 miles per hour in a 45 zone," he says flatly. "Then you stopped at a green light for 2 full minutes, and just now, you tried to parallel park at a stop sign." I stammer. "I thought it was a parking spot." He sighs and leans closer with his flashlight. "Son, have you been drinking tonight?" "No, sir. I was just at my friend's house studying. We were covering, the Boston Tea Party at midnight. It was a very long tea party. Historically accurate." He doesn't even blink. "Step out of the vehicle, please." I step out and immediately trip over my own feet. "Sorry, I'm just tired from all that revolutionary learning." "Son, I can smell alcohol on you." I wave my hand. "That's probably just colonial spirits." We were getting into character. "Colonial spirits," he repeats. "Yeah, method studying. I was pretending to be Samuel Adams." He squints. "Samuel Adams the founding father, or Samuel Adams the beer?" I grin weakly. "Yes." He pinches the bridge of his nose. "I'm going to need you to walk in a straight line." I attempt it, but end up looking like I'm performing the Macarena. This is how they walked in 1776. Patriotic walking. "Son, that's not how anyone has ever walked." "You weren't there," I mutter. He pulls out his breathalyzer. "Blow into this." I do, and it starts beeping like R2D2 in a meltdown. "Son," he says, "you're definitely drunk." I prefer historically intoxicated. That's not a thing. It is now. "I'm calling your parents." I drop to my knees. "Officer, please, I'll do anything. I'll join the police force. I'll be a crossing guard." "Son, you can barely arrest your own shoelaces." I glance down. Untied. Damn, he's right. When did that happen? Officer Ramirez dials home. It's 12:30 a.m. My dad picks up, groggy. "Hello? This better be important, Mr. Carter. This is Officer Ramirez. I have your son, Alex, here. He's been drinking. No, he's studying the Revolutionary War at Marcus's house." The officer looks at me. "Sir, the only revolution your son was part of tonight was revolving around a keg." I whisper desperately. "Can you at least say it was a historically accurate keg?" He covers the phone. "No." I hear my mom in the background. "A keg? Robert, get the car." "And the wooden spoon," I groan. "Not the spoon." Officer Ramirez continues. "Sir, your son claims he was method studying by pretending to be Samuel Adams. I think he meant the beer, not the founding father." My dad's voice booms through the phone. "Alex James Carter, you are grounded for eternity." "Dad!" I yell toward the phone. "It was educational drinking." "Educational?" He sputters. "We're on our way." 10 minutes later, their car screeches up like it's possessed. My dad climbs out in his bathrobe and slippers, looking like an executioner. My mom gets out holding the dreaded spoon like it's Excalibur. "Alex!" she yells. "Get over here." I shuffle over like I'm walking the plank. "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Nice night, huh?" "Don't nice night me," she snaps. My dad apologizes to the officer. "I'm so sorry. We thought he was being responsible." I try one last defense. "Dad, I was being responsible. I was driving really slowly. You were going 15 in a 45. Exactly. Very safe." My mom points the spoon at me like it's a wand. "You lied. You said you were studying." "I was studying," I insist. "I learned that beer tastes better than textbooks." "That's not studying." "Debatable," I mumble. Dad just sighs. "Alex, get in the car." As I slide into the back seat, Officer Ramirez calls after me. "Next time you want to study history, try the library instead of a brewery." "Yes, sir," I say.